Ukrainian airstrike on a building hosting Russians. We don't have the location of the attack, but we are sure it's conducted by a AASM hammer bomb. The armament air sol modulaire, meaning modular air-to-ground armament, commonly called ASM hammer, standing for Highly Agile Modular Munition Extended Range, is a French, all-weather, smart air-to-surface standoff weapon developed by Safran Electronics and Defense. Meant for both close air support and deep strike missions, the AASM is highly modular. Due to a shortage of small aerial reconnaissance, Russian ground recon groups are being sent to their demise in the Kursk region. In this case, a group of 16 men from the 810th Marine Brigade were ordered to attack head-on the machine guns they had just discovered instead of the expected retreat. Most of them perished, so now they are likely seeking help from someone, perhaps the president.
Today, October 27th, 24. We are soldiers of the 302nd Separate Marine Battalion of the 810th Brigade, Company SA. We report that we are being sent to our deaths like cannon fodder to fortified enemy machine gun pillboxes for a head-on confrontations. Our mission was to locate the enemy at designated points and then pull back without engaging in direct combat. Report to our commander. We completed that mission, but the commanders ordered us to charge head-on into these fortified machine gun nests, where the enemy outnumbered us many times over. We had 4 groups, each with 4 people. 2 groups have been wiped out, and we no longer want to stay and serve in this battalion. We're making this video appeal. We don't know what will happen to us in the future. They might subject us to psychological, moral, and possibly physical pressure. We're asking for help.
During today's long-range drone attack on the Stavropol Krai of the Russian Federation, anti-drone nets protected a Russian oil depot. The protective structures with nets around the perimeter of the oil bunkers stopped a direct hit by a Ukrainian strike drone. As a result of the impact, the high-explosive incendiary warhead of the drone detonated, but was unable to cause damage to the storage facility and create a fire. Passive anti-drone defense in the form of nets and grids stretched around flammable objects at oil depots began to appear earlier this year, along with the increase in such attacks by the Ukrainian Defense Forces. Additionally, the pace of their development accelerated with the enactment of the Russian law on criminal liability for failure to maintain anti-terrorist security of objects, which effectively places all responsibility for the protection of the strategic facilities on their owners. Given the latter, Russia currently has no single project to protect such facilities, and the measures to improve security are being implemented in various ways through private initiatives. Hence, the different effectiveness in countering attacks by strike drones. For example, during the March attack on one of the oil depots in the Belgorod region, the fuel storage facilities protected by the mesh were successfully hit. Similar measures have been taken at some oil refineries. In particular, the Moscow oil refinery received protection in the form of metal cables covering a large area of the infrastructure facility. The design is a network of 8mm metal cables fixed at a considerable height and installed at a distance of 60 centimeters from each other. According to the author's idea, the strength of the cables should be sufficient to stop a heavy high-speed object, after which it should slide down. In addition to the above-mentioned refinery, their appearance was noticed at several other oil refineries in Russia. In total, last month alone, the Ukrainian long-range strike drones attacked at least 15 facilities in Russia. In particular, 3 oil depots, 3 distilleries, and 2 ammunition depots. North Korea accuses the U.S. of nuclear conspiracies against it, citing recent deployments of U.S. aircraft carriers, strategic submarines, and nuclear-capable bombers around the Korean peninsula. North Korean Foreign Minister Cho Sun-hui relayed a message that North Korea will continue to strengthen its nuclear capabilities to counter the perceived Western threats against both Pyongyang and its ally, Russia.
Подводная стратегическая лодка военно-морского.
Republican Mike Turner, chair of the House Intelligence Committee, believes the U.S. and NATO allies should consider strikes against North Korean troops if they join Russia's side in Ukraine. Turner said North Korean involvement should be a red line for the West and urged support for Ukraine in responding to Russia with deep strikes on Russian targets. Canada is urging allies to lift restrictions on Ukraine's use of Western-supplied weapons, enabling strikes on Russian territory. Foreign Minister Melanie Joly, speaking at Montreal's peace conference, emphasized this as crucial for Ukraine's self-defense and confirmed Canada's support for such long-range weapon use. "We are working to convince other countries to align with this position," Joly stated. Yulia Vityazeva, a well-known propagandist from Vladimir Solovyov's channel, was reportedly dismissed for suggesting that the Ukrainian armed forces' advance in the Kursk region was part of a cunning Russian plan. On air, she questioned if anyone would find the strength to admit that the plan, which gave Zelensky the unique opportunity to not only get bogged down, but fully sink in the Kursk adventure, was not only cunning, but also effective and justified. Her remarks stirred strong reactions among Russians. This isn't the first time Vityazeva faced backlash for trying to impress her superiors, but it may be the last. Getting fired from a propaganda channel for propaganda, that takes some real effort. Kyiv is under a Russian drone attack this morning. Explosions heard in the city. Fires in several districts. A Russian drone flying over Kyiv residential buildings here. They fly very low, so the danger for civilians is higher. Yet another Russian strike on Kharkiv today hit a police location. Andriy Matvienko, a police officer, was killed. 26 police officers and 4 civilians injured, said the head of National Police. Several buildings were damaged by the strike. Search and rescue operation continues.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week at 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.